Hello FPL managers, today we take a look at the top 5 defender picks coming to Gameweek 1 of the new FPL season. In today's video we take a look at 5 potential options that you guys should consider for the squads at the back because they have good starting fixtures or they performed very well last season. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So taking a look at the first defender option on the list, it is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent is coming in as the maximum price for defenders at £7.5 million and is the second highest owned defender in FPL currently with a 27.4% ownership. His high price is justified though, as he was the second highest scoring defender last year, behind his Liverpool teammate Andy Robertson only by 1 point. Across the span of last season, Alexander-Arnold got himself 160 FPL points, as he was very impressive, recording 2 goals and 8 assists, which was accompanied by 10 clean sheets as well. Last season, Alexander-Arnold had the highest expected assist for any defender at 8.5, which was actually 1 higher than any other defender. Also, his XG of 2.51 was one of the highest for defenders as well, so that makes him all the more enticing for an FPL asset for the new campaign. Also, with the signing of 𝙁𝙖𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙗𝙠 and the return of 𝙁𝙖𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙗𝙠, Liverpool's defence will have depth and solidarity for the new campaign, so you would expect them to return to their form from 2 seasons ago and record plenty of clean sheets. Currently, Alexander-Arnold is predicted the most points in Gameweek 1 for defenders, which is sitting at 5.5. Liverpool have some very favourable fixtures to start the season, as they face Norwich and Burnley in the first 2, then Chelsea in Gameweek 3, but then Leeds, Palace and Brentford after that. So in their first 6 matches, they only have 1 match with an FPL rating over 3. Over this period, you could expect Liverpool to get themselves at least 4 clean sheets, so over the first 6 game weeks, Trent Alexander-Arnold will most likely be one of the highest scoring defenders. Now moving on to the second defender on the list, it is Luke Shaw. Shaw is coming in at £5.5 million and is currently top owned defender in FPL with a very high 46.2% ownership. This is fair, as Shaw had a very good season for the Reds last year in the Premier League and also performed very well for England in the Euro tournament. Last Premier League season, he got himself 124 FPL points, recording 1 goal, 5 assists and 10 clean sheets. Luke Shaw showed plenty of potential from an attacking standpoint last year, as he did have the 4th highest expected assist with 6.36 and also had the 3rd highest expected assist per 90, which is coming in at 0.22. Obviously this is very impressive, and for his £5.5 million price tag, he is around £1 to £2 million cheaper than those premium options such as the likes of Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold, so I think he is definitely good value. He also had one of the highest chance creations amongst defenders last season, and with United's very promising starting fixtures, you would expect him to get some clean sheets as well. Obviously United was slightly disappointing defensively last year. They do face Leeds, Southampton and Wolves as their first 3 opponents though, which does hold some clean sheet promise. Then they face Newcastle in Gameweek 4 as well, so you would expect United to get at least 2 clean sheets over this period, and with Luke Shaw's very good assist potential and chance creation, you would expect him to get plenty of attacking returns. So over the first 4 game weeks, you could also predict Luke Shaw to be one of the highest point scoring getters, as in Gameweek 1 he is projected 3.7 points. Luke Shaw's expected assist per 90 was the 2nd highest amongst his Manchester United teammates, and he did record the most assists for any defender in their team. Taking a look at the third defender on the list, it is Digne. He is coming at the same price as Luke Shaw with a £5.5 million price tag, and is one of the more popular defensive options, as he currently has a 22.6% ownership, which does make him the 5th highest owned defender. Digne has seen a £500,000 price drop this season, and after getting himself 120 points last year with 9 assists and 9 clean sheets, he definitely looks like a good value option early on this season. Digne's 9 assists last term was the 2nd highest amongst any FPL defender, and considering that he only played 2,600 minutes, this is a very solid attacking output. Digne also had the 5th highest expected assist last season, which was 4.81, and also had a very impressive expected assist per 90, which is coming in at 3rd amongst defenders, which was 0.21. Digne did show some very similar numbers to compare to Luke Shaw last season, and with Everton's good starting fixtures this year, you would expect him to also be one of the highest scoring defenders early on in this season. Everton face Southampton, Leeds, Brighton, Burnley, Aston Villa and Norwich as their first 6 opponents, with no matches there playing anyone above an FPL rating of 3. This obviously holds not only very good defensive promise, but potential attacking returns for Digne as well, as he had a very good output last year. Moving on to the 4th defensive option is Wesley Fofana. Fofana is a very good budget defensive option this season, as he's only priced at £4.5 million and offers a very cheap route into that Leicester defence. With a 26.2% ownership, Fofana has been very popular amongst FPL managers, as he is currently the third highest owned defender. Fofana only played around 2,000 minutes last season, but did get himself 71 FPL points, recording 1 assist and 7 clean sheets over this term. The most appealing aspect of Wesley Fofana is that he's such a cheap route into that Leicester defence, who were fairly solid last season, getting themselves a fair few clean sheets. Leicester recorded 11 clean sheets last season, and with their very good fixtures to start the new campaign, you would expect them to continue this good form. With Wolves in the first game week, this is looking like a very nice clean sheet fixture, then West Ham in game week 2 and Norwich in game week 3, so in their first 3 matches, you could potentially be seeing them get 2 clean sheets. Once again, at just £4.5 million, Fofana is such great value, and with a predicted game week 1 points of 3.8, this is also one of the highest amongst defenders for the first game week of the new season. And moving on to the 5th and final defensive option is Vladimir Coufal. Coufal was no doubt very impressive along with Souček for West Ham last season defensively, and he is coming in at £5 million at the back. Coufal is slightly more differential than some of the other defenders on this list, as he is currently the 8th highest owned defender with a 16.8% ownership. He got himself 128 FPL points last year, recording 9 assists and 9 clean sheets for West Ham. These 9 assists was tied second with Digne amongst defenders, only behind his West Ham teammate Aaron Cresswell. But considering that Coufal is £500,000 cheaper than Cresswell, you would expect him to do better value this year. Coufal did record a projected points of 3.6 for game week 1, as West Ham have some very good fixtures to start the new campaign. They faced Newcastle away in game week 1, after that they played Leicester, Palace and Southampton as their first 4. So I think out of these 4 matches, they could potentially be getting 2 or 3 clean sheets, as they only have 1 FDI match rating of 4, which is against Leicester. Coufal had some very good underlying stats last year, as he had the 4th highest expected assist amongst defenders, which was 5.97. He also had the 5th highest expected assist per 90, which was 0.2, so he is definitely looking to be very good value. So with West Ham's very good defensive solidarity last season and good fixtures for the new campaign, you definitely would expect them to be getting a couple of early clean sheets, and Coufal was so impressive on the offensive for West Ham last season, getting himself 9 assists, so I would also expect Coufal to be one of the more high scoring defenders coming into the first 6 game weeks of the new season. So that's all we've got for today for the top 5 defender picks coming to game week 1 of the new FPL season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel. And once again, click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. Also leave a comment what you guys thought of this list of defenders, and do you have any of these players in your team. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.